If you've been in an accident and need medical treatment, it's important to find a medical professional who's qualified to evaluate your injury and your needs. I want you to meet Dr. Tyler Southwell and Andrew Yawn of Personal Injury Care of Arizona with details on how they can help you in that time of need. First of all, gentlemen, thank you, both of you, for joining us here, because this is really interesting what you guys do. First of all, Andrew, explain to us what Personal Injury Care of Arizona does.
Yeah, thank you. So we started personal injury care because we believe that personal injuries should be treated as a medical specialty. And really beyond that, we all know what to do. We've been taught certain things to do after an accident.
Right.
You know, number one, you call 911.
Okay.
All right, and that protects you, legally. And then you call, you get insurance information, call your insurance company, and that protects your liability, right? And then what do you do to protect your health and the long-term outcome? And we believe that the next call that you should make is to a medical practice that specializes in personal injury, like us.
Well, and we all know that there are physical aspects of a injury like this, but what else do people face?
Well, you get in an accident and a few things happen. You're affected physically, you're affected emotionally, and then there's a financial aspect. And we aim to remove all of the stress on all three of those areas.
So Dr. Southwell, you take a different approach to treating people who've been injured in an accident. How is that approach different?
Well, the most important thing to consider is that these patients are some of the most vulnerable patients in that they don't really understand the extent of their injuries usually. And these patients need more time. So we created this business to create a space where that's possible. I spend at least 60 minutes with every new patient, and the exam I do is head to toe, and I spend another 30 minutes after that designing a patient-specific treatment plan to get these people back on their feet as fast as possible without the constraints that we usually see in health insurance-based practice.
Absolutely. Actually, I had a friend of mine who was in an accident, and when she went to try to see a physician, because she was in an accident, they didn't even want to treat her.
There are financial problems there. Health insurance doesn't want to take responsibility for what would be your auto insurance carrier's responsibility. And accessing that care is very difficult to do, and no one has a roadmap for that.
And you guys have figured that out, obviously.
Absolutely.
And that's really important for people to know, because it can be so frustrating, the physical and the emotional part of it. But here's what else can be frustrating, Andrew, when it comes to co-pays and deductibles and other expenses that come up that we're just not ready for or capable of handling. How do you help people with that?
Well, that's a great point. So the last thing that you should be focusing on when it comes to your health after an injury is cost.
Really worrying about the money.
Exactly.
Right.
That should not be a barrier.
Right.
So we have it set up where if you're in an accident of any kind, give us a call. We're going to check you out for free. You're going to spend an hour with Tyler Southwell or one of our other physicians, and really get you back on your feet. And we work with the insurance companies and all the other carriers in order to make sure that that payment comes whenever you're well.
And I know that the two of you talk about working together. You also have created this huge network of other people. Who else do you bring into the mix to help people?
Yeah. So we've developed a network of great attorneys that have done well by our patients and really taken care of them. We've got property and management people that can actually take your damaged property and just handle everything for you. And really what we want to do is connect our patients with these great providers that can just, again, remove all the stress from the injury.
We have advanced imaging providers, specialists that work with us for everything you could possibly need, and they're going to follow the same model that we are, and that is, don't worry about the cost until your case is done. Worry about getting better as fast as possible.
Absolutely. That is the most important part, is our health overall. And taking the stress off of it, you guys, it's absolutely a no-brainer. Thank you so much. Good information, you guys. And let me give you some information at home. Personal Injury Care of Arizona, they have a special offer for you. And as Andrew mentioned, you call now. You've been in an accident, you call now. They are going to give you a free evaluation. They have offices in the East Valley and in Phoenix. And here's the number to call. It's 1-844. It's PICARE. That's PI for Personal Injury Care, the number 1. Or you can go to PI, which is Personal Injury Care, AZ.com.